This is Jennifer Campbell, and welcome to my Nutrition Education Program evaluation. My program targets post-9/11 military veterans within the organization merging vets and players. Veterans have a 70% chance of becoming overweight or obese after discharge from the armed services, and my intervention focuses on increasing knowledge and comprehension, self-efficacy, self-regulation, and goal setting of reducing added sugar and increasing fruit and vegetable consumption in the diet. To have an effective program, you need an effective evaluation. How else will you know if the program is being delivered as it was designed and if the program did what it said it was going to do? An evaluation can help improve program implementation, but ultimately its purpose is to help stakeholders decide if the program is worth it. For the Truth About Sugar program, the primary stakeholder is the sponsoring or funding agency. They've invested time, space, and money and want to know if those resources are being spent wisely. Ultimately, is the program worth their time and money? The logic model is a flow chart of how the intervention is designed to produce results through resources and activities. To assess how effective the nutrition education program is, it's vital to evaluate multiple aspects of the program. While a comprehensive evaluation is ideal, it usually isn't feasible due to resources and time constraints. For the purposes of this evaluation, the focus will be on short-term outcomes. The outcome logic model is concerned with assessing changes in health outcomes. This evaluation will be focusing on short-term outcomes, assessing knowledge and skills and the benefits of reducing added sugar in the diet and increasing fruit and vegetable consumption, comprehension of added sugar dietary recommendations, self-efficacy and behavior changes, and the ability to self-regulate and set goals. During process evaluation, a formative evaluation should be conducted to collect rapid feedback of the quality of implementation, activities, and resources for design modification purposes. While my evaluation emphasizes the outcome evaluation, I did want to briefly touch on parts of the process of evaluation. It will consist of activities, reach, implementation fidelity, context, program management, dose delivered, and dose received. Behavioral capability is made up of motivational and action-based theory constructs derived from the social cognitive theory. As you can see, the short-term outcome mediators consist of motivational mediators of perceived risks, benefits, and self-efficacy, and action mediators of knowledge, food skills, goal setting, and self-regulation skills. Again, while many aspects of the outcome evaluation exist, for the purposes of this evaluation, the emphasis will be placed on the mediator outcome of behavioral capability. Here we can see the education objective, indicator of achievement, and instruments for measurement. A pre- and post-intervention questionnaire using both select and constructed response questions will apply the Likert scale for measurement and comparison in the changes for self-efficacy, along with multiple choice, true, false, and fill-in-the-blank questions to test knowledge and comprehension. Each question will be worth 1 point, and correct answers will receive a 1, and incorrect answers will receive a 0. Totals will be summed at the end of the questionnaire. For data analysis and interpretation, I will be using a non-experimental design, one group pre-test, post-test. The statistical measure will be a paired t-test using ANOVA to investigate the difference between two samples obtained in pre- and post-test data. I'll also be interested in finding out the change score and assessing change before and after the intervention. Cohen's effect size will also be calculated. This index will quantify the degree to which the study results should be considered negligible or important, regardless of the size of the sample study. This will help determine if it has practical significance. While easily measurable, quantitative data can be vulnerable to failures in interpretation. Participant attrition is a major threat for internal validity. Many of the group members vary from week to week in the MVP program, so it's difficult to assess real-world change in participants who aren't 100% committed. Instrumentation bias may also contribute to validity threats. Changes in condition of the testing environment, staff, and testers may skew results. External validity threats to the nutrition education program would most likely consist of the Hawthorne effect and the novelty effect. In the Hawthorne effect, participants who are more motivated than others may feel special or unique attention is paid to them personally, which may reduce the ability to generalize evaluation results to other settings. The novelty effect may affect group members who start out highly motivated to engage in the intended behavior change because of heightened interest and motivation. When participants become tired with an innovation, for example, tracking the sugar in a smartphone app like MyFitnessPal, the reactive effect is reduced. Meanwhile, qualitative data doesn't use statistics for interpretation and allows the evaluator to observe a reality that is defined by the participants. Its purpose is to generate a hypothesis versus confirm it, as is done in quantitative data. Qualitative data will be collected in group powwow sessions and individual discussions and interviews. I will also use the CIPP model of evaluation to assess the qualitative data. Evaluators should attempt to use both qualitative and quantitative methods in assessing outcomes to obtain a clear and comprehensive picture of the effectiveness of the program. When writing an evaluation report, the evaluator will calculate if the program is being implemented as designed, if it has an impact on nutrition behavior, and if it leads to improved health outcomes. A formative evaluation provides rapid results to the nutrition educator to allow for modifications to improve program implementation. The outcome evaluation will assess if the intervention resulted in behavior changes. These findings will be shared with stakeholders and can help plans for future program growth. Thank you and good luck.